Hi everybody. I'm going to do a piano lesson on the Dave Clark 5, Mike Smith, Try Too Hard. Wanted to just mention something before I get started. I originally learned this song, I first looked at the guitar tabs and they had it in G. And when I listened to the song, I listened to the color version video on YouTube where they're in the studio playing. And I said, this isn't in G, this is in F sharp. So I learned it in F sharp. And then 2 weeks later, I went to learn the words. And I went to watch, not that video, but the video which shows a picture of them sitting in the white car. And it shows slides to the video. And I said, wait a minute, this isn't in F sharp, which is the way I learned it. I says, what, am I going crazy here? So I went to play it, and that's the record version, the one with the car that they're sitting in. And it turns out that was in G, like the guitar tabs had said. So I didn't know, but there are two versions of this song. One is in G, one is in F sharp. So I will try to show you both of them. So let's get started with this. Okay, I hope you can hear me okay. I can't put it too loud because of the neighbors here, but basically we'll do the record version first, which is G. And then if I have time, I'll show the F sharp version. So basically, we're going to do a G chord. Here's a middle C. And the first chords are G, F, G with no left-hand bass note. So it's going to go. Then the guitar slide, which took me a while to figure this out, and I was doing it wrong. You're going to play C and D together, and then you're going to slide from D to D. So you're going to go. Then you can do it again, G, F, G. Then you're going to come in with the G bass, and you're going to go. So basically you're going to do this. You're going to do G bass, double G bass here. Here's middle C. Okay, and you're going to hit this chord twice, the G chord, and then the third time you're going to roll your fingers, G, B, D. So you go, and then F. And then again, G, F. And you're going to start singing. Tell me to C, E, G, C, with a C bass, B flat, B, too long. Then you go, you don't try too hard, and this time you're going to do this G, D, G, B, and this F, C, F, A. You're going to go, you don't try too hard, and then your left pinky's going to hit this G a couple of times. Then you can do again, you don't try too hard. And then before you start the second verse, which is the same as the first, you hit the G bass. Again, you go and you lead into it. The next part will go, some people want many love, my friend, but we all know what happens to them in the end. That's simple. It's just A minor. Here's middle C, A minor, then G, then F. Then we're going to play an E chord like this, G sharp, B, and E with an E bass, and then this E, B, E, and G sharp. So we're going to go. Goes, so please listen to these words of mine. Wasting my time. try too hard, you don't try too hard, 4 times. You don't try too hard, you don't try too hard, you don't try too hard. Then you do the intro again, without the left hand, except you don't do this slide, you just hit C and D. And then again. And then this G, F, and then this G, which is B, D, G, with a G bass. And that's the whole song. The other version in F sharp, which is the color video version, you do F sharp, you're going to do F sharp, A sharp, C sharp by itself, and then E, and then back to F sharp, so it goes. Then you do the slide, which is B, C sharp, C to C sharp, so. And again. And then you just do this with the F sharp like you did before with the G. Then you go to B, A, B. Then you do this chord here, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp with an F sharp, and then this E, B, E, G sharp, and then back to this F sharp, C sharp, F sharp, A sharp. You don't try and hit the F sharp bass like you did before with the G. You don't try and then you hit this again and lead into the second verse. Then the other part where it goes, some people want many a love, my friend. That would be this chord. Some people, G sharp, B, D sharp with a G sharp bass. Then you move over to A sharp, C sharp, F sharp with an F sharp bass. Then back to this chord, G sharp, B, and D sharp with an E bass. And then finally G, A sharp, D sharp with a D sharp bass. And then this, the same chord, but in this position, A sharp, D sharp, G. Okay, then you do it again, back to the beginning. Okay, and then when you get to the end part, 4 times, you're going to do this, F sharp, E, F sharp. Okay, you don't try too hard. You don't try too hard. You don't try too hard. Then you do this without the left hand, F sharp, E, F sharp. And this time you hit B and C sharp. And then you hit this way. You do it C sharp, F sharp, A sharp with an F sharp bass, then E. And then finally A sharp, C sharp, F sharp with an F sharp bass. And that's how you play both versions of Try Too Hard by the Dave Clark 5.